What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Wages Zone Podcast, and we are back for another UFC event. This is Bautista taking on Oliveira in the fight night for the main event. UFC is going back to the Apex for this first fight night of the Paramount deal. So, guys, if you guys are here for the first time, before I get into my breakdown, make sure you guys click that thumbs up, like the video, subscribe to the page. Don't forget to turn those notifications on so you guys do not miss out on any of the content for any MMA events I have. I did LFA yesterday. I have a PFL vote video I just posted. And also I do Cage Warriors when Cage Warriors starts up. And also, like I said, UFC on the daily, so don't miss out on any of the content we have coming out. And if you guys like any other sports, I do all different types of sports. And also, if you guys want my official plays, go become a member at the Buy Me a Coffee page. That link will be down in the description of this video. Once you click the link in the description, it'll lead you to my Buy Me a Coffee page. Once you become a member, you get access to all of my official plays where we've been killing it for the UFC guys so far. We were a top 5 predictor on the UFC for all of 2025. Go check out UFC Prediction Tracker. My boy Robin does the UFC Prediction Tracker. He tracks over 150 people on YouTube. We were in the top 5 for the best predictors on YouTube. So go check out his page. That's UFC Prediction Tracker here on YouTube. So, alright guys, let's get right into this first fight of the night. First fight of the night is going to be Claudia Segula taking on Priscilla Cachoeira. Guys, this is going to be a very good fight. I think this is a tailor-made matchup to get Cachoeira back on her win streak. Or actually, not a win streak, but just get back in the winning column. But I have to pick against her in this one. I'm going to take Segula. I think Segula's grappling is going to be too much for Cachoeira. I think she can keep up with the striking a bit. She's more of a technical striker than Cachoeira is, but Cachoeira has that power where she can land hard shots on anybody. But I think Segula's going to land some shots and eventually get to that clinch and end up taking down Cachoeira. And from there, I think she's going to dominate with the grappling. Cachoeira does not have the best grappling overall at all. And one thing about Cachoeira, a lot of her fights do not go to decision because of that. Because she has her striking defense isn't there, her grappling defense isn't there. And I do believe Segula eventually finishes her. I think she gets a submission done once she gets this fight to the floor. I'm going to say a second round finish. Segula by submission in the second round. Next fight, guys, Mulan Gafarov taking on Jacob Wicklatz. Gafarov actually missed weight in this one, and honestly, he didn't look any apologetic for missing weight at all. He looked like he didn't really care. I'm kind of scared that he missed weight on purpose, so he'll come in here a litlittle bigger, but I don't think that's going to help him at all. Yes, Gafarov is the better striker, but if Wicklatz can get him down, he will be the better grappler. Don't let the Gafarov name, just because this guy is from Tajikistan, don't let that make you think different that he's a better grappler. Wicklatz is the better grappler. This guy grappled with Patchy Mix. With Patchy Mix, a lot of the UFC fans don't like Patchy Mix. They're like, oh, this guy sucks. A lot of those are casuals that never actually really watch a lot of fighting over the years. They just see Patchy Mix coming to UFC, lose 2, and they're like, oh, this guy's not good. Which I personally thought Patchy Mix beat Wicklatz, but Wicklatz showed that he can be competitive against a great grappler like Patchy Mix is. But going back to this fight, I do believe Wicklatz gets his fight to the floor. I think his wrestling is going to be there this one, and once he gets that fight to the floor, I believe his grappling is going to be levels above Gafarov, and I honestly do believe he's going to submit Gafarov. I'm going to say a second round sub. I think eventually he's going to get a rear naked choke, take his back, and choke this guy out. So give me Jacob Wicklatz. I think he finished his fight via sub. Next fight, guys, Wayne Kong taking on Eduardo Mora. Both of these girls missed the weight, guys, and honestly, for my pick, I'm actually kind of happy about it because Eduardo Mora, I thought she was like, then she missed weight by a lot because she's trying to come in here bigger and make sure she can get those takedowns. But Wayne Kong is like, someone tipped her off and said, hey, she's gonna miss weight, so you come in and miss weight too, so you can be just as big as her. Wayne Kong is stronger than her naturally. Wayne Kong has the better striking. Wayne Kong has decent wrestling as well. Well, I think the one thing Wayne Kong's gonna do is stop a lot of the takedowns, piece her up on the feet, and probably end up winning this fight by a decision. I don't think she's gonna finish Eduardo Mora. She has a chance to get a knockout. Don't take that over, honestly. I'm telling you guys right now, don't take Wayne Kong by a decision, because I do believe she has a chance to win this fight by knockout, but I believe she's gonna outstrike her, land some hard shots, and probably, I'm gonna say, a decision victory. So Wayne Kong via decision is my official pick. Next fight, guys, Javid Basharat taking on Gianna Vasquez on short notice. Vasquez had to step in for this fight, and he missed weight. One thing about Dana, he does not like these fighters that he has come in here on short notice and then they end up missing weight. He will be cut after this fight because he is going to lose this fight and he's not going to be fighting in the UFC again, especially after missing weight. Javid Basharat's going to piece this guy up. He's going to get to the grappling as well. Javid is a very good fighter overall. He was looking very good against Ricky Simone. Then he got caught, cracked really hard, and ended up getting knocked out. But he was looking good up until to that point. Now he's fighting a guy that's actually worse than the guy he was getting ready for, worse than Ricky Simone. I think Gianni Vasquez is not on the level of Javid Basharat. I think Basharat wins this fight pretty easily. One thing about Basharat, he doesn't get a lot of finishes, so I do believe he's an out-technical striker from the outside, maybe mixing some takedowns, and probably end up winning a decision victory. And one thing about Vasquez, these Mexican fighters, guys, always have a great chin, so I don't believe Basharat's going to be able to knock him out. So give me Javid Basharat, and I think he does it by decision. Next fight, guys, Bruno Presil taking on Caitlin Souza. Guys, this is a very close fight. Probably one I'm just going to pass all the way on unless I take like a over 1.5, over 2.5 in a parlay. That's the only way I see attacking this one. But if I have to give you guys the official pick, I'm gonna say Bruno Presil wins this fight. I think she's just going to win a close overall fight. I think she's going to mixing some takedowns, land some strikes. I can see this fight going to decision and being a split because Caitlin Souza is a decent fighter as well. Both these girls are very evenly matched in my opinion. Like I said, if you want an official pick, I'm probably going to pick Bruno Presil, but I would not bet her. I think this is a pass. Only way to attack this fight on a betting scale is taking the over 1.5 or over 2.5 in a parlay. But for my official pick, I'm going to say Bruno Presil, and I think she wins by decision, probably a split. Next, guys, Nikolay Vernatenikov taking on Nico Price. Guys, I'm taking Vernatenikov, and I think he knocks out Nico Price. Nico Price's chin's not really there anymore. His athleticism is not really there anymore. I think overall this guy shouldn't even be fighting in UFC anymore. I think Dana just loves this guy, and he likes keeping him around because he's very exciting. He used to be one of the most exciting fighters in the UFC. And Nico Price has about 8 kids, so he wants to feed all those kids. So he's still here fighting. At this point in their careers, guys, I think Vernatenikov is a way better fighter. If this was a young Nico Price, I'd probably be telling you, you know what, Nico has a chance to get that knockout. At this point, I think Nikolay is going to beat him up on the feet and probably end up putting him away. I'm going to say Vernatenikov knocks him out. I'm going to say first round knockout Vernatenikov. Next fight, guys, Alex Morono taking on Danil Donchenko. Donchenko was the Ultimate Fighter winner. Now he's taking on Alex Morono. I'm taking Donchenko, guys. I think he gets his knockout done in the first round. Very good technical striker. Very good overall power. His takedown defense is getting better and better, especially being on the Daniel Cormier training camp. And this guy's wrestling has gotten a lot better since the beginning of the whole Ultimate Fighter season. And Alex Morono, at this point of his career, his chin's not really there anymore. His athleticism is not really there anymore. I think this is going to be Alex Morono's last fight in the UFC, and I think Donchenko's going to put it on him and end up knocking him out in that first round. So give me Danil Donchenko, and like I said, first round knockout. Next fight, guys, Dustin Jacoby coming in short notice to take on Julius Walker. Guys, everyone's on Dustin Jacoby in this one, and I kind of understand it, but I'm going to be on the opposite side. I'm taking Julius Walker as the underdog. I think Julius Walker is going to be very decent on the striking. He's not going to strike too much because you don't want to stand there and kickbox with the Glory Kickboxing. I don't know if he was a champion, but an old Glory Kickboxer in Dustin Jacoby, very good striking himself. But I think Julius Walker is going to be able to get to that clinch, push him up against the fence, take him down a couple times, and end up winning this fight on a greasy decision. I like Julius Walker as an underdog in this spot. The one thing about Dustin Jacoby, this guy was just in Australia cornering. I don't know if he was in a corner, but he was helping him train in Cody Brundage. Now he's coming all the way back to the United States, getting ready for this fight in a week, and I don't know if there's going to be any jet lag or anything about that. But either way, I believe Julius Walker can win this fight in a close decision. So give me Julius Walker to win this one. I'm going to say decision, maybe a split, but I'm taking an underdog. All right, guys, next fight, John Matsumoto taking on Farid Basharat, the better Basharat, brother. And I'm rocking with Basharat again. I think Basharat's just honestly better than Matsumoto everywhere. I think he's the better technical striker. I think he has the better wrestling. I think he has the better cardio. I also think he has a better jiu-jitsu. John Matsumoto is a very good young fighter, but I feel like he is fighting a guy that just beats him everywhere. I think Basharat's one of these guys that can be in the top 10 in this division, and I expect him to win this fight. I don't think he finishes it because John Matsumoto has a decent chin and he has a decent grappling that can keep him in this fight, but I just believe Basharat pulls it off by a decision. I think he dominates 30-27s across the board. So give me Farid Basharat by decision. Next fight, guys, Michael Olasejek taking on Marc-Andre Barriault. Guys, I'm taking Olasejek. I think this guy has transformed his career after moving to the fighting nerds. This guy is starting the fight with a great game plan. Mikey O has always had that knockout power. He has always been an overall technical, very good fighter, but he never had the great game plans. Now over there with the fighting nerds, but I always have a good game plan for him. His level has just completely gotten so much better. And Marc-Andre Barriault, I don't believe he has the chin anymore to be fighting as much. I think he's still a decent fighter, but that chin's not going to hold up. And I think a guy in Olasejek that hits very, very hard, great game plan, and he's going to be right in front of Barriault the whole time. I think eventually he knocks him out. I'm going to say a late first or second round knockout for Olasejek. Next fight, guys, in the heavyweight division, Jailton Almeida taking on Rizvan Kuniev. Guys, I'm taking Rizvan Kuniev. Jailton Almeida, I feel like a lot of people know exactly what he's going to do. He's going to come in there and try to take you down. This guy has zero striking. His striking is not there at all. As soon as the fight starts, he's going to shoot a takedown. Kuniev was able to stop 80 to 90% of Curtis Blades' takedowns. Curtis Blades ended up winning that fight, but a lot of people thought Kuniev won. Personally, I thought Curtis Blades won the fight. I picked Curtis Blades. Maybe I'm a little biased on that, but Kuniev showed he has good takedown defense. Kuniev has decent wrestling himself, and if this turns into a striking battle because Kuniev stops Almeida's takedowns, Kuniev's in a piece up Almeida overall because Almeida's strike is not there at all. I'm going to say Kuniev wins a decision. I can see Kuniev looking to stop takedowns in that first round. Jailton Almeida slows down that second and third, ends up gassing out, and then Kuniev starts taking over, landing some hard shots on top, mixes in his takedown himself, and I don't think Jailton Almeida is going to be able to do much later on in the fight. So for this one, give me Rizvan Kuniev. I think he wins by decision. Next fight, guys, in the flyweight division, Amir Albazi making his return to the UFC ring to take on Kyoji Hiroguchi. Guys, I'm taking Hiroguchi. I'm all over this guy. I took him as a plus 350 underdog last time. I remember he was a plus 250 underdog when he took against Tagir Ulanbekov. I told everybody Hiroguchi was going to beat up Ulanbekov, and that's exactly what he did. Now he's fighting a guy in Albazi where Albazi's striking is not better than Hiroguchi's. Albazi's going to try to get this fight to the floor, but Hiroguchi's takedown defense is elite. He has good grappling overall, and I do believe this guy is coming for that top 5, and he's going to end up fighting one of these very good fighters to go for the title. Albazi, decent fighter, but like I said, he's going to go for the takedowns. His game plan is takedowns. I don't believe he's a better grappler or wrestler than Hiroguchi. I think Hiroguchi eventually knocks this guy out on the feet, landing some hard shots, puts him away. So give me Kyoji Hiroguchi. I think he wins this fight by knockout. I'm going to say in that second round. Alright guys, now for the main event, Mario Bautista taking on Vinicius Oliveira. Guys, I'm a big fan of Vinicius Oliveira. This guy, he fights with his hands down really a lot. His takedown defense is getting better and better. His striking is pretty much elite. But guys, even though I'm a fan of him, I'm going to have to rock a Mario Bautista. I feel like a lot of people are betting against Mario Bautista because of the hate. People just don't like how he fought. I mean, personally, I didn't like how he fought against Aldo. I thought this guy is kind of boring a bit, but I think Mario Bautista is going to eventually put it on Oliveira in those later rounds. I think Oliveira is eventually going to get tired from the pressure and stopping the takedowns from Mario Bautista. Mario Bautista fights out of a great camp in the MMA lab, so he's training with people all the time. He was training with Sean O'Malley, getting him ready for Song Yadong, so I know he is seeing a lot of the striking that Oliveira is going to be throwing at him from Sean O'Malley, and now I feel like he's gotten perfectly ready for this fight. He's going to be missing the takedowns with his striking, and I think this fight can be close for the first 2 rounds, but in a 5-round fight where Vinicius has never fought in a 5-round fight, I think once 3, 4, and 5 come, it's going to be all Bautista. So give me Mario Bautista. I think he wins this fight by decision. I'm going to say probably a 3-2 or a 4-1 on the scorecards for Mario Bautista. And alright guys, that is it for today's video. UFC Fight Night, first fight of the Apex. If you guys are here for the first time, like I said in the beginning, click that thumbs up, like the video, subscribe to the page, turn those notifications on, do not miss out on any of the content I have coming out for you guys. And if you guys want access to all of my official plays for this event and PFL Dubai that's coming on early in the morning, go become a member to Buy Me Coffee. That link will be down in the description. Click that link. Get access to all of my official plays for MMA events and all different types of sports too. And alright guys, I'm out of here. Until next time, let's stay winning.